So I got a hot take for you. I like Marvel vs. Capcom. I like Capcom vs. SNK. But a lot of people do not like the opposite version, the SNK versus Capcom, the one that SNK made, SVC Chaos. Yeah, and this is gonna be the weird thing. I think I like that one more than Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2. Now hear me out real quick. Capcom versus SNK 1 and 2 are awesome. They're great games. But, you know, Capcom, they repurposed sprites from Street Fighter Alpha. They repurposed some sprites from King of the Fighters games. And they look good, it plays good. There's like a million characters, great games. But SVC Chaos, for as much crap as it gets, is, in my opinion, the better game. And not like better as in like the better one to play, but I mean, all the sprites were handmade by SNK, including like brand new sprites for the Capcom characters. They had some really cool guest characters. They had like Mega Man Zero. They had the first version of Violent Ken, where they even made a backstory where like, oh, you know, Ryu has evil Ryu, but Ken has violent Ken because he has like the Orochi blood, which is like a King of the Fighters thing. It's awesome to me. I like the fact that they didn't go with like the standard, hey, we're gonna use Omega Rugal as the boss again. Instead they did Mr. Karate, but they did like a cool version of him where it's like out to kick your butt, Mr. Karate. I don't know. I keep talking about it, but the reason I'm talking about it today is this game was recently released on the more modern consoles, the Switch, PS4 or 5, whichever. And it's a game I really enjoy. I know a lot of people don't, but I personally love it. I think it's really cool. You know, all the animations and the sprites are amazing. Like I said, they're kind of like redone for this game. But like all of these really cool recent SNK games for the Switch anyway, and PS4, Pixin Love, the European company, has made an awesome collector's edition that comes with a really cool snap box, the shock box, and I got mine in the mail. So let us open this up and just kind of show it off. So if you ordered this, you could see, you know, what came in it, what comes in it, in case you don't want to open yours, or they might still have them, I don't know. So let's check it out together and see if it's worth your time. So it has been a little while since I've gotten a Pixin Love game. I mean, they come out with something I want pretty much maybe like once a year, and like all these limited run game companies, it takes a while to make it. But, you know, like I said, I really like these because they have this really nice, legit shock box. It's the same one they used for the Neo Geo X Gold back in the day. I guess they got like access to the mold for it. And it's awesome. But like I said, I love this game. This game is great. Not a lot of people really do like this game. I don't know why. I think it's phenomenal. I think the character list is cool. I think the characters they added were cool. But as always, let's go ahead and open this guy up. I like to kind of save this little sticker because I like this sticker. And they put this on all of them. But I always take it, Neo Geo, and I stick it on the inside because I like to kind of preserve that. But I forgot what all comes with this, so that is what I'm interested in right now after I put this in there. So we have, it looks like an OST. So it has the original cool art. It has Kyo versus Ryu, 31 tracks, and yeah, that's it right there. Oh, that's cool. So they really lined up the CD to match the art. So you have Ken versus wow, whoa, Terry Bogard. Why did that just like for a hot second couldn't remember Terry's name? Jesus. I have not been playing many video games lately because I have been busy with having a child. But yeah, Terry Ken, which is way cooler than Kyo versus Ryu because these two are chumps. These two are the best. So anywho, like they do with all of their Switch games, they have a little spacer in there. So this one says not a match, struggle. Which is pretty cool, and it has Chun-Li on it, and I can't quite tell who that is on the side. It might be Ryu, but it's kind of hard to see. It's really dark. Here's the game. We'll check that out last, and I think these are art cards. Let's bust them all out. Let's see what we got here. So it looks like we have a handful of art cards. So you have Ryu, Ken, Mai, Kyo, I think that's Akuma, and Iori. Yeah, that'd be Akuma, and that'd be Mr. Karate and Chun-Li. So the two final bosses, and kind of the main characters that you're used to seeing. Of course, this is the iconic art for the arcade machine. So that's cool. Here's the other art from the inside of the CD. That looks really great too. I love this one. It's like Mai kind of looking a little jealous here and Chun-Li looking a little confused. So that is great. And it looks like we have an art book. So Pix and Love Editions art book. It is paperback, but it is full color. Little table of contents. So illustrations, characters, fighting stages, and Midnight Bliss, whatever that is. So, I mean, here's just some cool key art. That's cool. I like that. It's basically the art we had from the art cards and some more, it looks like. So that's neat. And, oh, look at all these different logos. Wow, so many different ideas they had. Some of these are really cool, too. I like that one a lot, actually. These are neat. And characters. Okay, so I guess I'm assuming we're gonna get the whole list here. So, yeah, Kyo and Ryu. Oh, it has their sprite too. Iori and Ken, Terry and Chun-Li, Mai and Guile. They really like amped up his hair when SNK made the sprite. I always thought that was fantastic. Dulcim and Ryo. Mr. Karate and Akuma, which they have the super cool versions also, and Bison and Kim. This version of Sagat might be my favorite version of Sagat ever. The Tiger Air Raid in this game, like one of his specials, is maddeningly awesome. Vega and Kasumi, Balrog and Shiki, Tessa and Ginjiro. So now we're kind of getting into the Samurai Showdown characters. Street Fighter 3 and Earthquake from King of the Fighters. Dan and Geese Howard. It's kind of weird that they kind of put these two next to each other because he's like a legit threat and this guy is the opposite of a legit threat. Dimitri and Gonitz. Dimitri has the best blocking sprite ever in this game because if you don't know, he's a vampire. I mean, obviously he's a vampire, but when he like blocks, he kind of goes into demon form. It looks really cool. Orochi Iori, Violent Ken, which is amazing. Mars People, and Zero. This is what I was talking about. So when I said Zero earlier, I didn't mean like Zero, like Mega Man X Zero. I mean Mega Man 00, which is, like I said, really cool. Kind of like a deep cut for a fighting game. Then we have Serious Mr. Karate and Shin Akuma, the two boss characters. And then Athena and Red Armor, or, you know, pretty much the guy from Ghosts and Goblins, or... guys, Red something for the Game Boy. That's gonna drive me crazy. But he's mainly known from Ghosts and Goblins. He was also in Demon's Crest. He's technically the main character of Demon's Crest. So very cool. And then it looks like they're gonna have some art for fighting stages, which is nice because the stages that SNK makes are always really, really intricate. And then Midnight Bliss. What's Midnight Bliss? Oh, Midnight Bliss. Okay. So if you don't know, Dimitri has a move, he's a vampire, where he turns you into a female and sucks your blood. If you are a female character, you just become more like Mai, for instance. You know, she looks like your classic like Japanese kimono. And if you're not a female, then you become a female. So this is every single version of that. And I like how Violent Ken looks like a countess almost. This is really neat. This is cool. This is really cool, actually. I'm glad they dedicated a whole page to it. And that is the art book. So I don't think we're going to see much in here. I don't think there's going to be a book in here or anything, because this would be the retail release. But who knows? You know, you never know till you know, and we won't know until I open this up. So let's do that. Oh, if I can. All right. I don't think there's going to be anything in here, but I have been wrong before. I'm sure I will be wrong again. So let's open her up, and nothing. There is reversible art, which is the classic, you know, cover from the original game slash, you know, the arcade machine, and then the more modern cover. So that's kind of neat. And there's like a little piece of paper warning you that it's a video game or whatever the heck. Don't eat the cartridge. But yeah, that's everything you get in here. And like I said, this is a game that I really personally really like. I don't know if you feel the same way. I do. But yeah, other than that, let's go ahead and wrap this guy up. Hey, that's gonna do it for us today, gang. Let me know if this is a game you like. I played the hell out of this game on the original Xbox. Also, I have it on my Neo Geo arcade machine via one of those like 161-in-1 cartridges. But like I said, I personally love this game. I really like these collector's editions from Pix and Love. I think they look really great on the shelf. But let me know what you guys think, because you know everyone's a little different. And if this isn't your style, it's not your style. But for me, this is one of the greats. And hey, that's going to do it for us today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. That would be awesome. But as always, my friends, take it easy.